How is your heart? How is it towards other people? How is it towards God? Is any anger, resentment, anything in it that shouldn't be there? There's a reason I'm asking this, and it's beneficial to work on these things. On the next story, I'm going to share one reason as to why I believe it is beneficial. 2 Chronicles 16, verse 9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. So yesterday we talked about a perfect heart towards God because his eyes run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show himself strong on behalf of that person, right? And we talked about Asa, King Asa. So what is the context now, having a perfect heart? What does that mean? How does that work? All right, so let's go a chapter back. 2 Chronicles chapter 15. In verse 2, we see that the prophet Obed is talking to King Asa and is telling him that as so long as he is with God, God is with him. If he seeks God, God will be found. Verse 4 says that in troubling time, Israel will find God. God will be their helper. So here is the situation. King Asa hears these words. He is encouraged and he goes to work. He does a lot of wonderful things because he is seeking God and trusting God. But there's a situation. And so we're back at chapter 16 where we started yesterday. See, now Asa has troubling times again, but he's seeking the help of other people, other kings. Then he's struck with disease and he's not seeking the help of God, but of physicians. So when trouble hits, are we like King Asa? Or are we like Jesus, seeking the help of the Father and relying completely upon him? You see, trouble does hit eventually, sooner or later in this life. And if our hearts are going to be perfect towards God, we also have to trust him and seek him continually. What do you think? So, 2 Chronicles chapter 14, 15, and 16, check them out. You're going to see a contrast in the way a certain king was towards his beginning and towards his end. So read it through and see if anything jumps out at you, see if anything reminds you of you, see if there's any opportunity to invite the Spirit of God to really, develop and work on your own character. And hopefully it's a blessing. Check those chapters out. Should be a good thing.